the first conversation we had. I guess I was like 20. And you
Ever?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Because this reminds me of it. Because it was about Newton South.
Oh, okay.
Cafeteria. I'm 55.
55 too. I'm 55.
Okay,
as well.
so we must have both been around 20. When you started
21.
comedy, you were 21?
Yeah.
All right, so I must have been the same age. But we talked about fight because I found out you were a Taekwondo guy or something. Is that what you fought?
Yeah.
And I asked you about fights. Like I said, do you have skills for fighting in real life? And you said, well, there's just some things you know that are they put you way at advantage with people that aren't fighters. Like you don't wait for the fight to start. You told me. Like you told me you were in a cafeteria once in South, and some kid came up, and people think they're going to get to do a preamble. They think that there's going to be a whole hey fuck you, and now they think there's going to be like.
Yeah.
And as soon as you knew he was there to threaten you, you just punched him in the sternum, and he just went down. He was like, "Hey, man, you," and then he just. Anyway, so that was the first time you'd explain that to me.
Yeah, that could have been avoided. I thought about that one for a lot afterwards.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think you jumped the gun?
Sometimes you jump the gun because, like, there with great power comes great responsibility.
Sure.
That guy, he had no chance. He was just bowing up.
Right.
He was just a knucklehead.
Yeah.
I should have probably let him slide.
That's funny. Yeah, I think that's how you've changed, too. Because you were really wired then. You were tightly wired.
Well, we're talking then about, like, me being 15 or 16.
That's right.
Yeah. It was.
And a trained fighter at a young age. So,
and it was also like you got this thing you want to try out. It's like you got a fast car, you want to hit the gas.
Yeah, of course.
So let's see what happens.
Of course.
This guy.
Yeah,
because people, in high school, you're kind of trying out bowing up on people.
Right.
It's
a pretty nuanced thing to ask a kid that age to know, like how to back off. I don't need to fight you.
Yeah. No, it's hard. It's hard for kids. I just watched this horrible brawl today that someone had put up on Twitter. In a high school. It was terrible. Where like all these kids were fighting in the hallway and teachers were trying to separate it, and this one kid threw this kid to the ground and punched him unconscious, and the kid went into a seizure, and I'm like, oh God. And it's awful. And a lot of it is people that just don't know how to fight, and they don't know how to defend themselves, and then they're fucking flailing wildly at each other, and this one guy knew something, and he threw this guy to the ground and punched him out. It's school's so dangerous. It's so dangerous because kids are just starting to get testosterone. They're just starting to become like strong and like almost a man.
And out of lopsided too.
Yeah.